guys, in this session we are going to discuss about the unit circle, part of the mathematical tools. This is a very important topic from the mathematical tools, okay, and you just understand it properly, and when you just go through the full lecture, you must be understand all the rules, and you must be remember all the rules, how we just gives the different components, different parts of this unit circle and everything. Okay, let's start with the first one, unit circle. So before we are just going to this discuss about the unit circle, you must be remember this trigonometry table. This the value of this all angles, actually in this full topic we just understand how to finding out the different angles which is not included in this table. मैं सपोज आपको साइन 120 चाहिए, तो यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी साइन 120 नहीं है, तो आप साइन 120 यूनिट सर्कल का यूज़ करके फाइंड कर सकते हो. ठीक है, सो यू मस्ट बी रिमेंबर द फर्स्ट दिस फुल टेबल. इफ यू मस्ट बी remember this full table, then and then only you just go through this session. Okay, so all of you guys note this table in your books and remember this table, and you have 10 minutes for this. After 10 minutes you just start the video after remember this all this full this table. Okay, note it. Let's start with the first one, positive and negative functions in a unit circle. So you just draw the circle, unit circle. Suppose consider that is a circle. This is x-axis for us, and here it is y-axis for us. Simple. And everywhere you just take a angle with the x-axis, that is a reference for us. So x-axis is we just take a, that is reference. This x-axis is what? Reference. So let's draw one radius. So here this is a radius r, that is a radius r. Here some point P. So this point, this OP vector, this OP is just made of one theta angle with the x-axis. Suppose this OP angle between the OP and x-axis is what? Theta. Suppose, then just take a component of this one. You just take a component of this OP along x-axis. So take a projection of OP along x-axis. So this is the projection. What is this? Projection of OP along x-axis. Now take a projection of OP along y-axis. So this one is a projection of OP along y-axis. First you understand this one. Okay, how you just take a projection. So that's OP having a length r, and just take a compound along x and y axis. You just take a compound along x and y axis. This right hand side, that is a positive x. Here it is negative x. Along this y, this upward side is considered as a positive, and down side is considered as a negative. That is a standard thing. Okay, so in this one you just take component. So adjacent component of theta is a sine. So this is represented as, adjacent is a cos. So that's a represented as r cos theta. As we know, adjacent component of theta, that is a cos component, and opponent is a sine. So this one is what? R sine theta. But if you consider this situation, then this length and this length both are same. This length and this length both are same. So adjacent component of theta is a cos component. So this is considered the opponent component, because this both are same. Both are same means you consider this r sin theta here or here, there is no difference. So let's we just write down here r sin theta. So that is a component of unit 1. So if for any point C is in a first quadrant, that is called a first quadrant. This one is known as a second quadrant. This one is considered as a third quadrant, and this one is considered as a fourth quadrant. Okay, so if any point is in a first quadrant, then see, sine is positive, cos is positive, because both are on the positive side, here and here. So in this first quadrant, sine and cos both positive. Sine and cos both positive. Okay, and now comes to the second quadrant. You draw the vector in a second quadrant. If any point is somewhere here, let's consider any point P dash is somewhere here. You draw here. Okay, so now this OP dash, if you just take a component of OP dash here, then your component is this one. See, you consider this angle is theta. Okay, consider this x is a reference for us, so we just take all this angle with the x-axis. So what is this actually? Here it is, length is r because it is circle, so thus radius of a circle is supposed to be r. Then here it's r cos theta, and this one is r sin theta. So see, r cos theta is negative, but r sin theta is positive for OP dash. This one is negative, see, negative side. From O it is negative side, that's negative, but here it is positive, ये पॉजिटिव है. तो फिर यहाँ पे क्या होगा, देखो, here sin is positive but cos is negative. So in a second quadrant, sin is positive but cos is negative. So write down sin positive but cos negative. Okay, in first quadrant both are positive, sin and cos both are positive, but in second case, second quadrant, sin positive but cos negative. Now comes the third quadrant. You just consider any point in the third quadrant somewhere here. So P double dash, suppose. Now draw this vector. An angle is this one, theta. Okay, angle is this one. So r cos theta is this, but what is r sin theta? So this one is along this side, see. So down, this is left, downward side, see here, downward side means negative. So here it is r sin theta. So r sin theta is negative side, so it's negative. Cos theta is also negative side. See this component, both r sin theta component, r cos theta, both are towards the negative side. It's a negative side, here it is negative side. So here both are negative. So in a third quadrant, sin negative, cos negative. So sin and cos both are negative function. Now comes to the fourth quadrant. We are just drawing the any figure for the fourth one. So let's draw here. So this point is a P triple dash, suppose. Then angle with the x-axis is theta. Okay, so here cos theta is here and sin theta is here. See, this is component of cos theta, adjacent, and this is opponent, so that is r sin theta. So here cos is positive side but sin is negative side. So in the fourth quadrant, cos is positive but sin is negative. Okay, if you just take a tan, what is tan theta actually? What is tan theta? So tan theta is equal to sin theta upon cos theta. So if sin and cos both are positive, it means tan is also positive. So first quadrant में tan positive. Now let's consider second quadrant. Second quadrant, sin upon cos. So sin positive, cos negative, means plus 2 upon minus 1. Answer is what? Negative. So here in second quadrant, tan is negative. Tan is negative. In the third quadrant, sin is negative, cos is negative. So negative upon negative becomes a positive. So in the third quadrant, tan is positive. In the fourth quadrant, sin is negative, cos is positive. So negative upon positive, that's again negative. So here also tan is negative. So out of this whole this one, in first quadrant, all are positive. See, in first quadrant all are positive. In second quadrant, sin is positive. In third quadrant, tan is positive, and in fourth quadrant, cos is positive. So from this we just gives answer all STC. All STC. So by this way you just gives answer. Okay, in the first quadrant all are positive, in the second quadrant sin is positive, third quadrant tan is positive, fourth quadrant cos is positive. Okay, and that is a simple rule. You remember only this all STC, nothing else. From this theory, from this full slide, you must be understand what only all STC. Okay, so let's we just consider this everything in a one figure. So this one, all positive, unit circle. S means sin positive, T means tan positive, and C means cos positive. So its opposite function is also positive. So here sin and cosec, because cosec is 1 upon sin. Tan and cot, because cot is 1 upon 10 and cos and sec means 1 upon cos. So here all functions are positive in first quadrant. In a first quadrant all functions are considered as a positive, and in second quadrant only sine and cosec functions are positive. In third quadrant only tan and cot functions are positive, and in the fourth quadrant cos and sec functions are positive. Okay, so this is the reason. You must be remember this whole STC. Now generally we moves on a circle along the anti-clockwise direction. So this is considered as x, our reference line. Okay, and this one is considered as a y. So if you move along anti-clockwise side, so anti-clockwise side, this positive theta. If you move along anti-clockwise side, it means what? If you consider this type of situation, see, this one is x-axis, that is our reference line, x-axis reference line. So if this angle is a 45 degree, then we consider theta is equal to plus 45. But if you measure the angle somewhere here like this theta, then here theta is equal to minus 45. Here suppose theta is equal to 45, consider. Here theta is equal to what? 45. Then this theta is what? Minus 40. So if you move anti-clockwise, so there, if you move like this, then this angle is positive. But if you move like this, then this angle is negative. So anti-clockwise positive angle and clockwise negative angle. So everything is depends on these two sentences. You must be remember this. If you move anti-clockwise from any point, then your angle is positive. If you move along clockwise from any point, then this is a negative. Okay, so you move clockwise or anti-clockwise, you must be remember. If your angle is negative, you move clockwise. If your angle is positive, you move anti-clockwise. Okay, so that is a simple rule. Now you just remember this angle also. So that's a 0. Now pi by 2. Pi by 2 means what? You also write 90 degree. Third one is pi. Pi means you must be write 180 degree. 3 pi by 2 you must be write 270 degree. And 0 is again write 2 pi, or it is also write 360 degree. So you remember this all this one, because when you just solve out this problem which is related to the angle, you just use this one. Okay, so 0 pi by 2 pi 3 pi by 2, 0 pi by 2 pi 3 pi by 2, 0 pi by 2 pi 3 pi by 2. You just remember like this. Okay, 0, 90, 180, 270 and 360, because in one circle what is total angle? What is total angle? 360. So you must be remember this full figure. Okay, all of you guys draw this figure and pause your screen for 10 minutes and you just try to remember this full figure properly. Then after you just attempt the next one. Okay, note it. Let's say sine graph. Which graph? Sine graph. So you just remember this value, you getting this answer. Suppose you draw sine theta versus theta. So here let's write the value 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Okay, similar here negative side, minus pi by 2, minus pi. So sine 0 is equal to 0 as we know, and sine pi by 2 is plus 1. So here is supposed to be plus 1. So this is 1. That is the point. And sine pi is 0. We know sine pi is 0. So the graph of sine is like this. Okay, if sine pi minus pi by 2, then minus 1. So here it is minus 1. And sine again pi is, anything is pi is 0. Sine pi is 0 from the table, as we know this table. Okay, so you join this graph. So sine graph is like this. If you repeat this graph, so see, this graph is like in this way. like this. So again you repeat the graph, it's like this. Okay, so this graph is repeating this one. That is a 2 pi. Okay, so this graph is known as a sine graph. This graph is given as a sine graph. So from this, what do you remember? See, sine 0 is equal to 0. Sine pi by 2 is equal to pi by 2 is equal to 1. Sine pi is equal to 0. Sine 3 pi by 2 is equal to minus 1. See here, minus 1. And sine 2 pi is equal to again 0. You comes to negative side. So sine minus pi by 2. Answer is what? Minus 1. And sine minus pi is equal to 0. So from this you understand the simple thing like this. See, sine minus pi by minus sine pi by 2. You just understand, sine minus pi by 2 is minus sine pi by 2. It says minus and sine pi by 2 is what? 1. So the final answer is minus 1. So it means sine is a odd function. Sine is what? Odd function. You consider this situation, second one. See, minus sine pi, but sine pi is 0, so minus 0 is equal to what? 0. So sine is a odd function. Sine is a odd function, and for this one, sine minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. You must be remember, that is a very important note. Sine minus theta is equal to what? Minus sine theta. Sine minus theta is equal to what? Minus sine theta. Okay, if you consider the same situation here, then what is C? You understand it properly like this. Here you consider that suppose 60 degree, then value of sine 60 degree is positive. See, value of sine 60 degree is what? Positive. What is value of sine 60 degree? Root 3 by 2, as we know. But if you consider this minus 60, so minus 60 is somewhere here, minus 60 degree. So minus 60 is negative. You understand it properly. Let's see. Minus 60 degree somewhere here. So minus 60 degree is what? See, minus root 3 by 2. What is the meaning of this? If you consider this situation positive and negative side, then sine 60 is equal to plus root 3 by 2. So sine minus 60 is written like this, minus sine 60. So what is answer? Minus root 3 by 2. And from this graph you just see here, sine, if you consider the positive sine 60, then plus root 3 by 2, negative sine 60 minus root 3. So by this way, sine is what? Odd function. Sine is what? Odd function. And for sine, you just write like sine minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. And that is a graph of sine, most important graph, because we use this graph number of times during this 11th and 12th science physics. Okay, so all of you guys note this graph, then after we are go to this next one. Okay, note it. Let's come to this next one, cosine graph. Cosine graph means cos graph. So let's we try to draw out this cos theta versus theta. So let's we write the 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, left hand side minus pi by 2, minus pi, and so on. So sine cos 0 means what? Cos 0 is 1, so 1 is somewhere here. Cos 0 is 1. Cos pi by 2 is 0, as we know. Cos pi by 2 is 0. So cos minus pi by 2 is also 0. Cos pi is minus 1. So let's consider the opposite is minus 1, then cos pi is minus 1, this one. Okay, similar way, cos minus pi is minus 1, this one. So let's we join this all this point. So we just getting this answer. Join the all this point. Okay, so your answer is like this. See, now if you continue this graph, If you continue this graph, then you continue this graph like this. We just continue this pattern. This pattern is like this. See, it starts from 0, negative side to 0 becomes maximum. Okay? So here 0, negative side to becomes positive and becomes maximum. We just continue this pattern of the cos. Then this sine cos 2 pi is 1. See here. Then 3 pi by 2 is 0. So if you write this all this value, then what is your value? See, cos 0 is equal to 1. Cos pi by 2 is equal to 0. Cos pi is equal to minus 1. Cos 3 pi by 2 is equal to 0. See, cos 3 pi by 2 is here. Here it is 0. The graph is intersected 0. Similar way, cos 2 pi is equal to what? Plus 1. If you consider the same situation, okay, then your answer is what? See, cos minus pi by 2 is what? 0. Cos minus pi by 2 is what? 0. Cos minus pi is what? Minus 1. Minus pi is what? Minus 1. So from this, if you understand it properly, if you understand this situation properly, then what? See, this one, you just write this equation like this. Cos pi is also what? Minus 1. Cos pi is equal to what? Minus 1. Cos minus pi is also what? Minus 1. Means both are same. If you write this one, cos pi by 2 is equal to what? 0. And cos minus pi by 2 is equal to what? 0. Means both are same. So cos is an even function. Even means what? If you write the cos minus theta or cos theta, both are same. See, cos minus pi is also minus 1 and cos pi is also minus 1. So cos minus theta and plus theta both are same. Cos minus theta and plus theta both are same. So this one is the important thing here. Let's we understand in a graph. You just consider cos 60 in a graph. So 60 somewhere here. So its value is what? See, this one. Okay. So its value is what? Actually 1 by 2. So let's write cos 60 is what? 1 by 2. Now consider the minus 60 in a graph. So minus 60 is somewhere here. Minus 6. Let's we use another pen. Minus 60 is somewhere here. So you just finding out in the graph. So this you get the same value. See, positive. So cos minus 60 is also what? Positive. See, both are same. Cos plus 60 is here positive. Cos minus 60 is here positive. Both are same. If both are same, it means cos minus theta is equal to cos minus theta is equal to what? Cos theta. So the cos is what? Odd even function. Cos is what? Even function. So this is the important graph, very very important graph. Okay, that is again very important graph, cosine graph, and which is useful throughout this physics. Okay, all of you guys note this graph in your books. So cos is what? Cos is what? Even function, and sine is what? Odd function. For sine minus theta, it is equal to minus sine theta. For cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. Both are same. There is no change. Okay. All of you guys note this. Then after we are go to this next. Okay. Note it. Let's see. Next one, component of radius in a unit circle. Component of a radius in a unit circle. So we already just draw the component. So anywhere the point is given, you just take a radius. Then if you consider theta is here, then adjacent component is what? R cos theta, and opponent component is what? R sin theta. That is a simple one. But if you consider the angle is at a different place, suppose you consider this one, suppose alpha is considered here, means angle with the y-axis. See this z, for z angle is same. If you consider angle here up to this one, we consider the angle with the x-axis, and that is a reference for us. Okay, but sometime maybe angle is given with the y-axis. So I am not telling to all of you this x component is a cos and y component is sine. I am just again telling to all of you, x and y nothing, that's a adjacent component is a cos and opponent component is a sine. So here if you consider the same thing for alpha, then this is what r cos alpha and that is what r sine alpha. Okay, so from this can I say like this, see, r cos alpha is equal to r sine theta, both are same. Okay, so it means r cancel out, cos alpha is equal to what, sine theta, cos alpha is equal to what, sine theta, and that is a right angle triangle. See, that is a right angle triangle. So for this triangle this total angle is 180, so theta plus alpha plus 90 degree, this one is 90 degree, is equal to what, pi 180 degree. So actually what, theta plus alpha is equal to pi minus pi by 2. Okay, so theta plus alpha is equal to what, pi by 2. So from this find the alpha. So alpha is equal to pi by 2 minus theta. Alpha is equal to what, pi by 2 minus theta. Put this value here, so you get this answer. So cos pi by 2 minus theta is equal to what, sine theta. You must be remember. That is one again important note. Cos pi by 2 minus theta means what, sine theta. Means whenever you choose this value, whenever you choose this function, if pi by 2 is present, then function is changed. Pi by 2 is present, then function is changed by this way. Okay, similar way you just apply the same concept for alpha also. If you put the value of theta, then what is the theta from here? So theta is equal to pi by 2 minus alpha. Then apply the same concept here. See, cos alpha is equal to sine pi by 2 minus alpha. It means you just write in a opposite way. You just write the sine first. So sine theta means what, pi by 2 minus alpha is equal to what, cos alpha. See, exactly similar. If pi by 2 is present, again the function is changed. If pi by 2 is present, see, function is changed. Initially here it is sine, right now it is converted into cos. So you just understand it properly. Whenever the pi by 2 means 90 is present, pi by 2 means what, 90. If the 90 is present, then function is changed in this way. Okay, so note this one, that is a important note. Then after we are just go through the rule, we understand the rules. Okay, let's come to this, how to decide the quadrant in a unit circle. We decide the rules but later on, but you must be remember this full theory. Okay, then after we are good, how to decide the quadrant in a unit circle. Without deciding the quadrant, we are not able to understand we are not able to convert the angles. Okay, let's see, you just draw this unit circle, 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Or let's we draw the bigger one, 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Write down in angle degree form. So 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree and 360 degree. If you consider the first quadrant, then angle is between 0 less than theta less than 90 or 0 less than theta less than pi by 2. If angle is between 0 and 90 or 0 and pi by 2, then the first quadrant. If you consider the second quadrant, if you just choose a second quadrant, then angle is between 90 to 180. Angle is between so for second quadrant, 90 less than theta less than 180 or pi by 2 less than theta less than pi, then thus your answer is what, second quadrant. Okay, if you consider the same situation for third quadrant, say for third third quadrant, angle is between 180 and 270. So 180 less than theta less than 270, or pi less than theta less than 3 pi by 2. The quadrant is what? Third one. And similar way, if angle is between 270 and 360, angle is between 270 and 360, then the fourth quadrant. So 270 less than theta less than 360, or 3 pi by 2 less than theta less than 2 pi. So this is the reason. That is one method to decide the quadrant. अगर एंगल 0 से 90 में है तो फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट चूज करना है, 90 से 180 में तो सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट चूज करना है, 180 से 270 में तो थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट चूज करना है, 270 से 360 है तो फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट. सो हियर ऑल फंक्शंस आर पॉजिटिव. हियर ओनली साइन पॉजिटिव और कोसेक पॉजिटिव. हियर tan and cotec, and this final one here cos. Okay, all sine, tan and cos. So by this way you just decide the quadrant, which one is positive and which one is negative, because it is very important. After deciding the rules, you must first you decide the quadrant, then after you apply the rules. First you decide the quadrant, then after you apply the rules. Without deciding a quadrant, you are not able to understand its sign, this function is positive or negative. Okay, so must be not this, then after we are go to this next. Okay, not it. Let's see this rule to finding out the different angle. If this function is like this, see, if your angle is like this, 90 plus or minus theta, or pi by 2 plus or minus theta, or 3 pi by 2 plus or minus theta, or 270 plus or minus, means this type of angle is given anywhere. This type of angles are given to you, then function is changed. Function is change. Or if you consider this type of situation, if your angle is in this format, see, 0 plus or minus theta, then pi plus or minus theta, 2 pi plus or minus theta, 180 plus or minus theta, 360 plus or minus theta, like this. Then in this type of angle format, function does not change. What is the meaning of function change? Function change mean if the sine is given, then sine is converted into cos, like this, as we discussed here. See, sine pi by 2 is present, means 90 is present, then we write cos. See, we write it is a cos. If sine is given, then converted into cos. Cos is given, then converted into sine. Cos के साथ एंगल देखो कैसा है, pi by 2 minus theta. Pi by 2 मतलब 90 minus theta. Then cos is converted into sine. Okay, so by this way we apply the same rule. See here, sine is converted into cos. If or cos is converted into sine, both are equally important. Okay, cos is converted into sine and sine is converted into cos, opposite also. Similar way, if tan is given, then tan is converted into cot. If sec is given, then sec is converted into cosec. Okay, like this. And here function does not change. What is the meaning of function does not change? It does not change means sine is sine, cos is cos, tan is tan, sec is sec, cot is cot, and cosec is cosec. There is no change. What are the function is given as it is. What is the function is given? This function is what? As it is. So these are the rules. Whenever you just solve the different problem, use these rules. Okay, then you get the answer. Okay, all of you guys note this, then after we are go to this next. Okay, note it. Let's see. First problem, find the sine 120 degree. So our first problem is what? Sine 120 degree. So this one is written in a two way. Maybe we write this one 90 plus 30 or sine 180 minus 60. There is no difference. See, you can write down the sine 90 plus 30 is equal to what, 120. Sine 180 minus 60 this equal to what. So जो भी एंगल आपको दिया है उसको फर्स्ट ऐसे कन्वर्ट करो 90 या फिर 180 में, 90 या फिर 180 में कन्वर्ट करो फर्स्ट. नाउ डिसाइड द क्वाड्रेंट. So let's we decide the quadrant. So decide the quadrant. Where is the 90? So 90 is somewhere here. Plus means anti-clockwise or clockwise, as we decide in a quadrant, in a rule. So from plus means anti-clockwise. So from here you move anti-clockwise. So which quadrant? Second quadrant. मतलब कि ये angle जो है वो second quadrant पे. Okay. Now here decide the quadrant. So where is 180? तो यहाँ पे पहला जो है उसके लिए लिखना है, ठीक है. 180 इज यहाँ पे एज वी नो. और माइनस, माइनस मीन्स क्लॉकवाइज. सो यहाँ से क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट करो. तो क्लॉकवाइज मतलब कौन सा क्वाड्रेंट है, सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट. सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में साइन कैसा फंक्शन है, प्लस है या फिर माइनस है. सो राइट डाउन दिस ऑल एस टी सी. सो यू जस्ट नो ऑल एस टी सी. सो सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में साइन पॉजिटिव फंक्शन है, तो फिर इसके यहाँ पे लिख दो प्लस प्लस. पहले क्वाड्रेंट सिलेक्ट करके साइन सिलेक्ट करनी है, ठीक है. जो भी फंक्शन दिया है वो कौन सा है, साइन है, ठीक है. व्हाट इज द फंक्शन गिवन है, साइन. फर्स्ट यू डिसाइड द क्वाड्रेंट. एंगल को फर्स्ट कन्वर्ट करो 90 या फिर 180 में. एंगल को पहले कन्वर्ट करो 90 या फिर 180 में. सो 120 को 90 प्लस 30 लिखोगे या फिर 180 माइनस 60 होगा. आंसर में कोई भी चेंज नहीं होगा, ठीक है. साइन 90 प्लस, so 90 plus means you just move anti clockwise second quadrant. So second quadrant में साइन कैसा फंक्शन है, प्लस. तो यहाँ पे प्लस साइन दे दो पहले. ओके. नाउ यूज द रूल्स. नाउ यूज द रूल. 90 मीन्स फंक्शन इज चेंज. साइन है तो कौन सा फंक्शन हो जाएगा, कोस. और एंगल कितना है 30, तो इसका हो जाएगा कोस 30, ठीक है. और साइन मतलब फंक्शन चेंज. 180 मतलब फंक्शन चेंज नहीं करना है, तो फिर आंसर सेम ही रहेगा. साइन है तो साइन ही. तो और एंगल कितना है 60, तो इसका आंसर आ गया साइन 60. देखो ऐसे लिख देना है, ठीक है. साइन 90 प्लस 30 है, तो 90 है तो कॉस फंक्शन को चेंज कर दो कॉस. और एंगल ऐसे ही, एंगल कितना है यहाँ पे थीटा. इसका मीनिंग ऐसा हुआ, देखो 90 प्लस थीटा. इसको मतलब जो भी मैंने लिखा है, क्या लिखा है ऐसा 90 प्लस थीटा. यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है 180 माइनस थीटा. मतलब इसका आंसर जो है 180 और 90 जो है निकाल दो, जो हमने ऑलरेडी एक्सरसाइज की हुई है सर्कल में, ठीक है. तो फिर यहाँ पे आंसर हो गया प्लस कोस 30 और यहाँ पे आंसर होगा प्लस साइन 60. तो फिर फाइनल आंसर क्या हो, देखो कोस 30 मतलब क्या हुआ, कोस 30. कोस 30 का आंसर आता है √3/2 और साइन 60 का आंसर भी क्या आता है √3/2. देखो आंसर में कोई चेंज नहीं है. साइन 120 मतलब √3/2. What is the sine 120? Sine 120 means what, √3/2. Okay, all of you guys note this first example in your books, then after we are go to the next. Okay, note it. So answer is √3/2. So first answer is √3/2. Let's come to second problem. Cos 135. So we have to solve out second problem. Cos 135 second problem, very simple. So 135 मतलब 90 में क्या लिख सकते हो, देखो cos 90 प्लस 45 लिखो और cos 180 माइनस 45 लिखो. दोनों का आंसर तो सेम ही रहेगा. दोनों का आंसर कैसा होगा, सेम ही होगा. नाउ डिसाइड द क्वाड्रेंट. 90 कहाँ पे, यहाँ पे 90 यहाँ पे, ठीक है. ओके. प्लस मतलब एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, तो यहाँ से एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, तो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज. तो कौन सा क्वाड्रेंट है, सेकेंड. ओके. यहाँ पे क्वाड्रेंट सिलेक्ट करो. वेयर इज 180, तो 180 यहाँ पे आएगा. 180 माइनस 45, माइनस मतलब क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट करो. तो यहाँ से क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट कौन सा क्वाड्रेंट है, सेकेंड. इसमें फिर से लिख दो ऑल एस टी सी. ऑल एस टी सी, ऑल एस टी सी. तो सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में साइन पॉजिटिव, यहाँ पे हम वी हैव अ फंक्शन कॉस, तो कॉस कैसा होगा, नेगेटिव. तो मतलब इसका जो भी आंसर आएगा वो कैसा होगा, नेगेटिव. यहाँ पे नेगेटिव लिखो, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव लिखो. चलो तो फिर आंसर क्या हो गया कोस है तो कोस का फंक्शन 90 के साथ क्या हो जाएगा, चेंज होगा, तो कोस का हो गया साइन, और एंगल कितना है 45, और यहाँ पे 180 है तो चेंज नहीं होगा, 180 तो कोस का कोस ही रहेगा, एंगल कितना है 45। ओके, मतलब इसको ऐसे लिखा है 90 प्लस थीटा एंड 180 माइनस थीटा, ठीक है। सो आंसर कितना हुआ देखो, इज इक्वल टू माइनस एज इट इज साइन 45 मतलब 1/√2, यहाँ पे भी लिखो माइनस कोस एज माइनस एज इट इज कोस 45 मतलब अगेन व्हाट 1/√2। सी आंसर सेम, यू चूज एनी वन ऑफ दिस मेथड, आप दोनों में से कोई भी मेथड यूज करो, आपका आंसर में कोई चेंज नहीं होगा, ठीक है। सो ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस राइट डाउन दिस वन, दिस ऑल दिस आंसर इन योर बुक्स, देन आफ्टर वी आर गो टू दिस नेक्स्ट, ओके, नोट इट। सो दिस आंसर इज व्हाट -1/√2, क्लियर है। चलो इसका देखो थर्ड 10 to 10 फाइंड करना है, 10 to 10। सो लेट्स वी चूज अगेन थर्ड प्रॉब्लम 10 to 10 डिग्री। तो इसको भी कन्वर्ट करो दो मेथड में, तो आप ऐसा लिख सकते हो 10 to 10 मतलब 180 से ज़्यादा है, दैट्स 210 इज व्हाट 180 से मोर, सो दैट्स 180 प्लस 210 माइनस 180 करो तो फिर 30 आएगा, सो इट्स मीन्स 30, आप ऐसा लिख सकते हो। और 210 270 से कम है, सो आप ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो 10 270 माइनस 60, 10 270 माइनस 60, आप ऐसा लिख सकते हो कि नहीं, ठीक है। तो चलो कोडन डिसाइड करते हैं दोनों केस में। 180 कहाँ पे, 180 मतलब यहाँ पे है, ठीक है, प्लस मतलब एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, तो यहाँ से एंटी क्लॉकवाइज एरो ड्रॉ करो, तो कौन सा कोऑर्डिनेट आया थर्ड। यहाँ पे फिगर ड्रॉ करो, चलो 270 कहाँ पे आएगा, सो 270 यहाँ पे आएगा, -60 माइनस एंगल है तो क्लॉकवाइज एरो ड्रॉ करो, तो यहाँ से क्लॉकवाइज एरो ड्रॉ करो, कौन सा कोऑर्डिनेट आया थर्ड। तो थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट में ऑल STC लिखो, सो ऑल STC, ऑल STC। सो थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट में 10 को कैसा फंक्शन है, पॉजिटिव है, मतलब इसका जो भी आंसर होगा आंसर कैसा होगा पॉजिटिव। 10 कैसा फंक्शन है थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट में, पॉजिटिव। ओके 180 है तो चेंज नहीं होगा, यहाँ पे देखो एंगल कौन सा है 180, तो 180 है तो एंगल चेंज नहीं होगा, तो मतलब फंक्शन चेंज नहीं होगा, तो फिर 10 30, ठीक है। यहाँ पे 270 है, देखो 270 है तो फंक्शन चेंज हो जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा cot 10 का फंक्शन क्या होगा चेंज, cot 60। तो इस दोनों का आंसर फाइंड करो, तो 10 30 के आंसर आता है 1/√3 प्लस साइन एज इट इज, हियर ऑल्सो प्लस साइन एज इट इज, cot 60 का आंसर भी आता है 1/3। देखो आंसर दोनों केस में सेम ही आता है, ठीक है। सो बाय दिस वे यू गेट दिस आंसर, ओके। ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस नोट दिस, देन आफ्टर वी आर गो टू दिस नेक्स्ट, ओके, नोट इट। सी सो आंसर आया 1/√3, सो दैट्स अ प्लस 1/√3। So by this way you just get this whole answer if you have a angle is more than 180, if your angle is more than 180. Let's come to this next one. So sin 3π/4. So next problem is what, sin 3π/4, sin 3π/4, मतलब ये तो पता ही नहीं चला कहाँ पे। सो आप इसमें दो मेथड कर सकते हो, पहले 3π/4 को डिग्री में कन्वर्ट कर दो। सो फर्स्ट मेथड 1, 3π/4 इज इक्वल टू 3/4 इंटू 180 डिग्री, 3/4 इंटू 180 डिग्री, हाफ हाफ करो। सो 3 इंटू 90/2, मतलब 2 कैंसिल किया, फिर से हाफ हाफ करो। सो 3 इंटू 45/2, सॉरी 2 तो कैंसिल हो गया ना, अभी 2 हाफ हाफ किया तो। सो 3 इंटू 45, 3 इंटू 45 मतलब कितना हुआ देखो, 4 3 ज़ा 5, 15 मतलब 5 raised to 1, and 3 4 ज़ा 12 and 13. So this is actually 3, this answer is nothing, that is equal to sin 135 डिग्री। तो आप इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हो, ठीक है, क्योंकि वो हमने ऑलरेडी सॉल्व किया हुआ है। सो दिस रिमेनिंग टास्क इज इन होमवर्क मेथड 1, आप घर पे सॉल्व करना, ठीक है। नाउ सेकेंड मेथड, you convert this angle directly, you convert this angle directly in terms of pi. So how to convert this angle in terms of pi? So 3 pi by 4 is equal to, you just write like this. So what is the in denominator? 4. In denominator there is what? 4. So you write, convert this 3 in terms of 4 और in terms of multiplier of 4. 3 को आप 4 के मल्टीप्लायर में कन्वर्ट करो, तो मतलब आप ऐसा लिख सकते हो 4 पाई माइनस पाई अपॉन 4. यहाँ पे सिर्फ पाई ही होना चाहिए, सेकेंड में यहाँ पे पाई ही होना चाहिए, 2 पाई 3 पाई कुछ नहीं चलेगा, यहाँ पे कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. लेकिन इफ़ यू हैव टू फाइंड दिस वन, देन हियर ओनली पाई इज रिक्वायर्ड. सो एक्चुअल आंसर इज व्हाट? 4 पाई अपॉन 4, दैट इज अ पाई माइनस पाई बाई 4. मतलब कि 3 पाई बाई 4 को आप पाई माइनस पाई बाई 4 लिख सकते हो. यू जस्ट कन्वर्ट द न्यूमरेटर नंबर इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिनोमिनेटर. ओके, न्यूमरेटर में जो भी नंबर है उसको डिनोमिनेटर के मल्टीप्लायर में कन्वर्ट करो, तो फिर आंसर क्या होगा? देखो, साइन 3 पाई बाई 4 इज इक्वल टू साइन 3 पाई बाई 4 मतलब कितना हुआ? पाई माइनस पाई बाई 4 हुआ साइन पाई. तो पाई है तो पहले कोडन सिलेक्ट करो. चलो, सो पाई कहाँ पे है? वेयर इज द पाई? यहाँ पे पाई है. माइनस मतलब एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, माइनस मतलब क्लॉकवाइज, तो यहाँ से क्लॉकवाइज. चलो, सो सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट आया. कौन सा क्वाड्रेंट आया? सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट आया. तो इसका आंसर क्या होगा? देखो, सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में ऑल STC, तो सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में एस कैसा? पॉजिटिव, तो पहले प्लस लिखो. इसको पाई निकाल दो, तो आंसर क्या होगा? साइन पाई बाई 4. और साइन पाई बाई 4 तो पता ही है 1/√2, तो इसका आंसर होगा 1/√2. साइन 3 पाई बाई 4 मतलब व्हाट? 1/√2. सो दैट इज द मेथड 2. दिस इज द मेथड 2. मेथड 1 में क्या करना है? जो भी एंगल है, मेथड 2 जो भी एंगल है उसको डिग्री में कन्वर्ट करो. 135 है, तो ये तो आपको हमने काफ़ी सारे एग्जाम्पल सोल्व किए. मेथड 2 में क्या करना है? पहले 3 पाई बाई 4 को पाई में कन्वर्ट करो. सो कैसे करना है? 3 को 4 के टर्म में लिखो. तो 3 पाई इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? 4 पाई माइनस पाई. 3 pi is equal to what? 4 pi minus pi. You get the answer. Okay. All of you guys note the second method also. Not the second method. 3 pi by 4 is equal to pi minus pi by 4. Again, you just continue this method. You just put this pi in a unit circle. Minus means clockwise. Second quadrant. Put the sign. So for pi means function does not change. Pi by 2 है तो function change होगा. ठीक है? तो चलो लिख दो. Next one. Okay. Let's see. तो इसका आंसर कितना आया? 1/√2. Okay. Let's come to this next problem. Sin cos 8 pi by 3. Cos 8 pi by 3. Let's see. So problem number कितना है? Problem 5. 5 cos 8 pi by 3. So first method 1 होमवर्क में. ठीक है, तो ये तो आप होमवर्क में कर सकते हो पहले डिग्री को. हम सेकेंड मेथड में चलते हैं. तो 8 pi by 3 को क्या लिख सकते हैं? देखो, आप इसको दो तरह से लिख सकते हो. 6 पाई प्लस 2 पाई अपॉन 3 और 9 पाई माइनस पाई अपॉन 3. बट दिस वन इज रॉन्ग. दिस इज रॉन्ग. दैट इज करेक्ट. वाई? यहाँ पे तो पाई ही होना चाहिए. मैंने बोला कि जो भी आप ऐसे फंक्शन कन्वर्ट करते हो तो फिर सेकेंड टर्म में तो पाई ही होना चाहिए. 9 पाई माइनस पाई मतलब पाई आया, लेकिन 6 पाई प्लस 2 में 2 पाई आया, तो फिर वो नहीं चलेगा. ठीक है, ओनली दिस वन यू अप्लाई दिस मेथड. ओके, हियर ओनली पाई इज रिक्वायर्ड. प्लस और माइनस के बाद में पाई ही होना चाहिए. आप ऐसे 8 पाई को ऐसे कन्वर्ट करो कि जैसे और 3 का मल्टीप्लायर भी आना चाहिए और लास्ट में पाई भी होना चाहिए. ठीक है, सो यू जस्ट राइट इन दिस वे. cos 8 पाई बाई 3 इज इक्वल टू cos 9 पाई माइनस पाई अपॉन 3. ठीक है, डिनोमिनेटर सेपरेट करो. सो cos 9 पाई अपॉन 3 पाई मतलब 3 पाई माइनस पाई बाई 3 माइनस पाई बाई 3. ड्रॉ द यूनिट सर्कल. तो दैट इज द यूनिट सर्कल. सो 3 पाई कहाँ पे आएगा? देखो, 0 पाई 2 पाई, तो 3 पाई यहाँ पे आया. सो दैट इज अ 3 पाई. ओके, यहाँ से माइनस मतलब क्लॉकवाइज. चलो, तो माइनस मतलब क्लॉकवाइज. सो ये क्लॉकवाइज हो गया. सो क्लॉकवाइज मतलब सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में ऑल एस टी सी लिखो, ऑल एस टी सी। तो सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में कोस कैसा है, नेगेटिव है, क्योंकि साइन ही पॉजिटिव, पहले तो यहाँ पे साइन क्या आएगी, नेगेटिव। अगर 3 पाई है तो कुछ फंक्शन चेंज नहीं होगा, तो फिर कॉस ऐसा ही रहेगा। और कितना है, π/3, तो फिर आंसर क्या होगा, cos π/3 कितना होता है, 1/2, सो आंसर है -1/2। आंसर क्या होगा, -1/2 का। ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस नोट दिस एग्जांपल इन योर बुक्स। फिर से बोल रहा हूँ, आप 8π को ऐसे कन्वर्ट करना है, देखो 6π + 2π भी लिख सकते हैं, 9π और -π भी लिख सकते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पे जो भी प्लस और माइनस के बाद में पाई ही होना चाहिए। यहाँ पे 2π है, देखो दिस वन हियर 2π, सो इट इज़ नॉट रॉन्ग, it's a wrong it's not correct actually, that is this method is correct, आपको इस तरह से लिखना है, ठीक है। सो आंसर क्या होगा, -1/2। ओके, ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस नोट दिस, -1/2। सो काफ़ी सारे एग्जाम्पल है, सो दिस ऑल आर इन होमवर्क, so this all are in homework. Okay, all of you guys note this whole example in your homework. You just try to solve out this problem by yourself. Okay, note this in your books, then after we are go to this next. Okay, note it.